Hi, Julie Torrance here. Well, let's get started on a cover for our watercolors. So what do I have here? I have, and I'll get my ruler. So this is 12 by 5. This is going to be a pocket for the inside of my cover. And then I have these. So this is a different ruler. This is 9.5 by 12. This is going to be the inside cover, and so this is going to be a pocket for the inside cover. So I'm going to put these two pieces away. This is going to be the inside, the guts of my cover, and this is an Amazon envelope that I cut to size. I just cut first the all the glued parts so that they're not having like a seam on it, and then I cut it to size, and I just used the bubbles. Can you see the bubbles? I just used those to help my lines be straight, and I just cut them with regular scissors. So here's going to be our cover. So what else do I have ready? Oh, and this brown paper. This is painter's paper. It comes in a huge roll, and I've got 2 partial rolls that I rescued both from the trash. So I can talk about that later. Let's get started. So I don't want that ruler. I just printed out some of these watercolors and a couple of the blanks that we've used. Like that was, I guess, just the one blank. And I am going to collage these up for the cover. And then if we have time, I want to collage the inside pocket. So let's get started. I'm going to pull out this red one first and start ripping some paper. Now, I already cut the outer edge because my printer leaves a white edge. I have to concentrate when I'm tearing, isn't that something? We're not going to use, obviously, that white middle. And I'm going to take my signature off. We don't need that. And let's just get some pieces here. They don't have to be perfectly straight. I don't really care. And let's get some of these flowers. Get some of those going. So how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna leave that big. And let's get some of this. Was our last video. And well, we'll do this way maybe. And I'm gonna, again, take my signature off. We don't need that. And let's just make a couple of pieces of this. All right, I think that's a good start. I am not going to wrap it around. And so I'm going to, where the pieces run over, I'm just setting these aside for right now. Where the pieces run over the edge, I'm just going to trim. But let's get gluing. So I hope you've been following. I have several videos of the watercolors that we've been doing to make our journal. Let's put this down here. I didn't quite cover, and I'd rather trim than not have this covered. Alrighty. So this will be the front. So I'm going to go ahead and get this piece on because I like it. And I think that'll look nice on the front. So all these videos are under the heading of beginner watercolor, so you can find them in that playlist. I want to say that I'll put them in the description, and I'll try to remember, but too many times I don't. So that's why I want to just let you know now that I am going to be putting these all under that heading. I think I'll put this way, and that'll fit just fine. So I'm pretty excited to see just how this is all gonna come out, you know, this journal. We've already seen the watercolors that I've got ready to go, and the next time we get together, the video after this, we're gonna be stitching it all together. So what I'm gonna be doing, I've still got a little bit of that showing, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. What I'm gonna be doing is putting the three pieces together, the front, the back, and the pocket, just hooking them together with a few dots of glue, and then I'm going to stitch the whole thing, because that center that has the bubbles, I don't have good luck gluing that plastic and having it stay. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get some other colors here going. I am going to go ahead, I might as well get both of them. I'm going to go and sew it all. And that will make it a permanent piece, you know, a permanent cover. All right, let's get some of these on. We want a variety. So yeah, I'm excited just to see what this all looks like when we get it put together and start really getting some serious writing going in it. And I hope that you're considering making something like this. I don't really want to line those two necessarily up together, so I'm going to move this over a little bit. That'll be fine. Now, what I should be doing, and I didn't, let's just fold this line. I don't want a piece real close to the edge of that, because then when you fold it, it really wants to come up. I don't care if you sew it, I don't care if you glue it, I don't care what you do. It wants to come up. So I want pieces that really go over that seam. So I'm going to concentrate on that next. And I'm just using glue stick. I think glue stick is fine for this. Let's get another piece. Do you like collage? I do. I like the way it looks. I like the haphazard of it. I think it's great. Good. Let's get these flowers. We've worked hard on this. I hope you feel accomplished, because I know quite a few have been following along with the idea of making your own journal. And that's exciting to me. It's very encouraging. But even when you just tell me, you know, that you really like this particular video or that particular video, and you're going to do it with your grandkids, or you're going to, oh, that's just great. Just great. Any which way that you use my videos is an encouragement to me. It really is. It's an encouragement to anybody that is making YouTube videos. when someone leaves a comment to tell you that they're enjoying and utilizing and learn something or whatever, it really, really makes it feel so worthwhile. And my channel has grown slow, but it's grown fast enough. I am not complaining at all. I am very happy with my channel's growth or lack thereof. It's fine. How about that one? I realize it's the same, but well, we can use this one. We've got plenty. We don't have to have them the same, butted up against each other. But sometimes it's nice. Just depends on the designs. Now, when I sew this together, I will be sewing through it as well. Kind of quilty style-y. I'm not a quilter. Not even pretending to be, but I will just sew in kind of a randomness. This is looking pretty. Now I'm just looking. I don't think there's any paper that we haven't used at all. So that's good. Let's do something down here. So if you saw my last video, that was future or in the past for you, Julie. It was today that I did that. So if I want to tell you about stuff I'm going to be doing today, I probably already told you. Hey. I mean, I'm really liking this. I wasn't sure what I was going to think of it because, you know, it's talk about random. We're using sheets of paper that weren't necessarily designed to go together just like this. But you know what? That's the beauty of all this, right? The unpredictability. And yet, I think it'll carry through the whole emotion and feeling of, I'm covering one whole sheet up. Look at that. That's okay. Okay, good. Let's turn it around. And let's start working on this part. Now, after I sew this together, I am going to put a coating of Mod Podge on it. Mod Podge. Because I drink coffee, I sit and journal while I'm eating my supper. And so, although I wouldn't say that it makes it, you know, strong as iron, it will definitely make it wipeable. So, you know, I don't plan to set my coffee cup smack in the middle of it, but I might. You never know. I just took a slug of coffee. I'm sorry. I was probably very slurpy. I don't normally do that. I just had it in my hand, and that was just the natural thing to do. Oh, Julie. Julie. That's looking good. Now this could go right here because it's going to be on the back cover. And I'm just using one of these sale things that comes in the mail. One of these booklets. And I'm just using that to glue on top of. Okay. So people have asked me, what's a writing journal? Well, that's kind of a word I just invented. But for me, compared to a journal that is like a traveler's journal, which again, you're writing in, but you're also putting maybe like the little napkin of a restaurant when you were out to eat on your little vacation or things like that. Oh, I've got this little piece. That looks like it would fit right there, and it will. So, you know, traveler's journals, you have your, well, you know, we don't get boarding passes anymore, but you know, little things, maybe the little napkin that says Delta that was under your coffee when you ordered coffee on the airplane. Just, you know, you put things like that in it, and maybe the receipt from a restaurant and those kinds of fun things. Well, this journal is going to be, I wouldn't say a diary, because I don't plan to journal in it every day, like maybe a December daily type of journal. That's another type. But my thoughts, like, you know, I already did where you guys were watching me, my thoughts about YouTube, my thoughts about my grandkids, you know, things like that. That'll look nice there, but it leaves a space. Maybe it will look better here. Still leaving a space. Well, what good are you? There we go. There we go. I just grabbed the wrong piece. This is getting right to the bitter end. And, you know, it feels weird when you're right at the bitter end, because it feels like it's going to just, the whole thing's going to fall out. And no, I don't dig out the glue stumps. When it gets that way, I throw it out. I feel like you waste more time in glue than it's worth to try to dig that little bit out like that. Okay, how we doing? How we doing? I think it's looking great. Honestly, I'm tooting my own horn. Are you listening, Paula? Toot toot. Tooting my own horn because I like it. This piece just doesn't fit anywhere, but I like it. Let's get another bit of this. What do you say? Yeah, I'm kind of on a time thing right now because in like an hour, I've got to be in the shower, and that will get me in the car and over to my son and daughter-in-law's in time to babysit while they go pick up the big boy bed that they bought off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to babysit the infant, and the 3-year-old's going over to his other grandma's because that's where they're borrowing a truck to bring the big boy bed home. So he's going to be at his other grandma's, and this grandma is going to be home with the infant. Should go fine. You know, I just want to use this. Let's figure it out. For heaven's sakes. Oh, how fun. There we go. There, Julie, are you happy now? You used that piece. Yes, I am happy now. What about this one? Why not? Can I squeeze any more out? Look, it's right at the tip. Even if I wanted to dig the, let's see, there it goes. Did you see that? Came right out. All right, goodbye. Not gonna play with that. You end up wasting time. So I've been still working on my printables, and I joined a couple of Facebook groups that use the AI, artificial intelligence, to make images, and I'm learning a lot there. It's fun, really fun. All right, I need one piece right there, and let's look that right here. We don't have much of that going on, and we still have the pocket to do. So, well, that tore a little crooked, but we don't care. I'm gonna tear off my signature anyway. And we'll get a little piece. Right there. I went outside onto my balcony, and I had grown some marigolds from seeds, and they're just done. They're just done. So I clean that up. Okay, there's our cover. Now I'm not going to crease it because it's wet, and when it's dry, then I will fold it. But these pieces are going to want to lift. So, all right, let's get the pocket. Same story. And the pocket is going to have the same situation of being folded. So there's our middle. And we can just use one piece. Well, not quite. I'm just going to give it a tear. And we'll just put that there. And that's got my signature. We can put this one, nah, too short. Let's get some of this. Now where's that fold? I think it's pretty much in the middle of that. I'm scared. I'll do it this way. Now I am going to be putting some other papers, and I've been gathering them together. Like I've got a doily, and I'm going to find an envelope and some other things to put in this journal. So if you're a journal maker and you're thinking about getting together some of the little bits, go ahead and, I think this way would be better. Go ahead and get some other little things. Like I'll put a piece of tracing paper in. I love to put a piece of tracing paper in my journals because it just adds almost like a vellum feel, and you can see through it, and it's crunchy, and I just like it. All right, how about use this? Sure. Well, our leaves are turning, but there's a guy, I don't know if you watch him, someone you might want to take a look at, especially if you like collage and art journaling. Mike Deacon, he's in Leeds, and I watched his, what do you call it, vlog for the week. He puts out a vlog every week of just what's going on in the life of a YouTube artist. And he was walking the dogs, and there's enough leaves to literally get out there and start raking. Not here. We've got turning leaves, but I would have thought us here in Michigan would be ahead of Leeds in the UK, but no. No. Au contraire. So where are you in the US, and are the leaves turning yet? In October, we'll start getting, maybe even right now we're in the middle of September. Today is September 14. Maybe in another, I would say 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. I guess I don't want to be very committal on this number, but like on the weather reports, they'll start talking about where we are, like where the best fall colors are, if you're wanting to take a weekend drive and look at some fall colors. Okay, there's a really white little strip right there, and I'm going to take that off. There we go. I want color, even though this is neutrals. Yep, I like that. So what am I doing? Pocket. This is going to be the inside pocket that's going to go across the whole cover. And what am I going to put in the pocket? I have no idea. None. I think I wanted it this way. Okay. If there's a little wrinkle here or there, I'm not sweating it, but, oh, that's got my, let's just take that off. But I'm trying to rub the wrinkles out. But I'm not upset about them. All part of collage. And this printer paper that I'm using, it's not the best. It was given to me. I'm grateful. My son gave it to me because I think he overbought or something. But for what I do, for him, to just, ring up the copy of his taxes or something, it's fine. All right, where's the flowers? Over here? What's this? Yay! I want some of these flowers again. There we go. I'm going to leave the rose intact. And there's a yellow flower right here that's intact. Yeah, let's do that. I had to go to Staples, which is a big box stationery store. And that's where one of the places that you can go to return an Amazon package. And I was over there, so I got a little bit better of paper. And it does make a difference, but I'm using up what I got first. Especially if it doesn't matter. And I've got cardstock I can put in my printer. I've got all kinds of things. Now, I am having your printing things bleed, that's what it's called, bleed over the edge so that you don't have that white margin. Well, if your printer doesn't want to do that, don't try to force it. Because what that is that your printer doesn't want toner or ink in its machine, in the mechanics of it. And that's why you get a border. Well, when you go ahead and trick it into going that way, then you do risk having either inkjet spray into your machine or toner, in my case, which is a powder, and just makes havoc into your machine. So I recommend you not try to do that. You do you, but I am not going to try to trick it into thinking that the paper's bigger than it is so that it ends up not leaving a border, a white border, because I don't want the toner to just be splattering all over the inside of my printer. It just, not worth it. And even when people do that, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Now, my printer is fine to print double-sided, and I'm really happy about that. But let's try this way. But I have a laser jet, so it uses toner and it uses heat. It kind of like when we use embossing powder. It's quite similar of a process. Well, where did I think I was going to put this? Here? Sure. I do like the way these colors are going together. I think they look nice. I'm going to put it over here. We're getting down to the bitter edge. I'm going to throw that away. It's mostly white. Let's get some more flowers. I don't know why I'm suddenly slapping everything down. Right there. It's going to be a pretty pocket. Definitely. She's got this little corner. I've got a little bit of this left. I think we can use some of this. I'm hooked. There we go. My ruler is hooking up on the piece of washi tape I have that's supposed to help me stay in frame. I'm not sure if it really helps, but it's my effort. My air conditioning's been going all day. It's just coming up on noon right now, but I got up at 6:30 this morning and I wasn't up 15 minutes and the air conditioning was kicking on. So I've got a little space right there. Let's put this. Let me know in the comments your feeling about art that's generated on AI. Maybe I'll put something in, you know, kind of a comprehensive little, my view of that subject. I think I need something different here. How about some of this? I mean, I'm obviously okay with it. And I think it's been going on longer than I've been doing it. The more you do it, the easier it is for you to spot AI art out there. I do not worry about, boy, it's where do we put the glues, what I'm thinking there. I am not worried about people taking, well, people, a machine, taking my art and using it as a reference when it's trying to satisfy somebody's prompts. And once it comes rolling off of your AI, it's not done. You don't just tell it, I want a water fountain with roses around it, and it comes up with a picture and it's done. Oh no. You're going to have to reprompt to, you know, get what's from your brain out there. And you're going to have to reword it because it doesn't understand. And then it's only 72. Well, the one that I use only gives you 72 DPI, which is dots per inch. And I want that to be at least 300. So I've got to manipulate that, and there's something to it. It's not just somebody not doing any work and just rolling out pictures. Not at all. But I'm interested in what you think of it. And you know, for it, against it, put it out there. As I said, I'll put it in the community tab. Okay. Now, should we gather this up again and see what we've got going on? Sure. Okay, so we've got this sandwiched in. Will be this. Here is our cover, like this. And then on the inside, this is going to be our pocket. And I am going to stitch all the way around. And then I'm going to stitch helter-skelter, but not to stitch this shut, but just do some stitching here and there. I may just go ahead and stitch it and get some stitching here, then put this on and stitch this. And you could do it by hand, or if you're a better gluer than me, you can just, you know, glue it together. But then this will be the cover. Okay. Well, I want to thank you for joining me. I think we did a good bit of collage. And to tell you the truth, it came out, I mean, the way this looks, it's better than I had anticipated. I really, really like it. I thought it might look like kind of chaotic, but no. And then to have this on the inside, I think it's going to be great. Alrighty. Well, please, if you are finding this helpful or entertaining, give it the old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Today's a great day and it's totally free. Down here is going to be a video picked out just for you. I'll see you over there.